Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
Hello, I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Friday, the 4th of November. Improving weather headlines are forecast today. We'll check some of the Skycam shots around the network early this morning at the somewhat ridiculous hour of 5 a.m. How about a look at downtown Fayette? All is quiet there. Temperatures are in the 40s, and it's cloudy as expected. There's the Inverness Skycam. Things are quiet out there in Highway 280. That's coming from the Wingate Inn. And the Alpha Skycam on top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. No, that's not a UFO. That's the football stadium there, Bryant-Denny Stadium on the campus of the University of Alabama, where LSU comes to town tomorrow night. Weather for that game looks just perfect. About 60 at kickoff, 50 by the fourth quarter. No rain. That's good. All right, big upper low near Asheville, North Carolina. The rain with that feature we saw yesterday has moved out. Got a big trough coming into California in the Pacific Northwest and ridging in between. And our numbers this morning are in the 40s, very consistent across the board because of the cloud cover. Those clouds should break up later today, allowing temperatures to reach the low 60s. But we all know how stubborn the clouds can be sometimes after a departing system like this. So we'll see. But again, if the sun breaks out, low 60s are likely today. If no sun, we'll stay in the 50s. And around the nation, temperatures pretty chilly with readings in the 30s over much of the nation. Rain for the next 5 days looks pretty quiet. In fact, this is suggesting nothing. This is valid through Tuesday evening of next week at 6 o'clock. Just beyond that, though, we'll expect our next chance of showers and storms late Tuesday night into Wednesday. We'll dive into the GFS, the Global Forecast System. This is the OZ run, valid at 7 o'clock local time this evening. There's your upper low to the east, big trough to the west. Northerly flow aloft, dry air, and that subsidence should bring out the sun later today. So this morning, as you watch this, probably gray and overcast, but again, a good chance by the lunch hour the sun breaks out, and low 60s are likely. Tomorrow's starting the weekend, a beautiful day, highs in the mid to upper 60s, a bright sunny sky. Sunday, again, we got to watch for the wedge now. The cold air damming, air that's cold drains down the Appalachians. And sure enough, both models back the highs down. In fact, the NAM is showing a high of only 61 on Sunday. And the NAM is also suggesting clouds moving in here from the east. And that's not a totally far-fetched idea. For now, we'll leave it mostly sunny. But if you are in East Alabama, don't be shocked if you've got some clouds creeping in here Sunday. And also near the Georgia border, you might probably will be in the 50s all day. So just keep that in mind. And then Monday of next week, we're dry. The wedge breaks down. Highs should be up around 70. New storm forming off to the west. And Tuesday, that thing looks pretty potent there. Shortwave over the southern plain states. Down below that, we've got a batch of showers and storms over the Arklatex and places like that. We'll go to Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. And by the way, don't forget the time change this weekend. We gain an hour of sleep, and that's good. We're back on standard time. That's Wednesday morning at 6 o'clock local time. The trough is lifting out. There's a 1,004 millibar surface low south of Chicago. And a batch of showers and storms moving in here. And then Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock, everything's kicking out of here. So we'll watch that. With the main energy passing a bit north, the surface low so far north, that this would not look like a major severe weather threat here. Marginal instabilities. Strong storms are possible, but again, let's watch it over the weekend. When we gather back together here Monday morning, we'll know much more about that. Thursday of next week turns colder. Look at that 540 line digging down in here. That'd be highs only in the low and mid-50s, if that's right, with the chilly north wind. And then Friday of next week, it would be dry with a pretty cold morning. All right, let's go out there about 3 more days. How about the 15th of November? Ooh, look at that. That looks pretty nasty. Negative tilt upper trough coming in here. Deep surface low under 1,000 millibars. North of Harrison, Arkansas. That would suggest maybe strong to severe storms if this is right. This is the fall tornado season here, and we've had some historic events on the 15th of November. Ask anybody in Huntsville that remembers 1989. And then on the 19th of November, the end of the forecast, a northwest flow aloft. And of course, with that setup there, that would be pretty calm if that happens to be correct. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you live around here, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.